Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to IXION, where last time we travelled through the gigantic doomstorm over here, and it was a little bit touch and go at points, wasn't it? But we eventually made it through to the other side. I mean, okay, there were a few fires on board the Tiqqun, and the solar panels did get quite badly damaged, and I think somebody spilt their tea at one point as well, but we muddled through, as we often do, and now here we are, ready to investigate these other broken bits of Etemananki ship over here. Now we find ourselves at the depressurized R&D district, and I think the Faraday is out there waiting to look at that. However, we do have a new science ship. We have the Oxford, because we had to rebuild quite a lot of the fleet because they all got destroyed in the big doomstorm. So we now have the Oxford. So I think let's send the Oxford out on its maiden voyage to look at the medical district wreckage over here. I think that could be quite good. So 0.7 cycles, no time at all. Oxford head over there, and then the Faraday can look at that. I think the mining ships are going to head out over here and start mining this, and then as soon as there's actual stuff to collect, the rest of the fleet will pop out and start retrieving resources. Okay, right, that's good. And I think, is there a probe? Yeah, there's a probe heading over there. I think, was there ice over there? I can't recall now, but we'll see what happens when the probe gets over there. In terms of science, what are we doing? Are we doing anything sciencey? Just remind me. Ah, yes, we're looking at the train stations. Okay, that's going to be exciting. And then we're going to try to make the stockpiles a little bit better as well. Wonderful. Okay, so pop back out here. Let's have a look what's going on at the medical district wreckage. But right now, let's get the people on board the Faraday to see what's happening at the R&D district. And this could be quite good. This could give us a huge amount of science points if we do this right. So here we go. Let's have a little look. Our sensors have identified a part of the Etemananki adrift in the Crook system. Initial readings show no thermal activity, power signatures, or identifiable signs of life. Okay, it's not gone well then. This is the crew of the Faraday. This section of the ship, wreckage, is massive. We believe it is the remains of a research and development district. The labs we've seen look virtually destroyed, but we did find an intact security room. A sign above its entryway reads Orn 8. Okay, I don't know what that means. To access the room, we'll need power from the Tiqqun via the RTP. Ah, okay. So the Tiqqun needs to kind of plug into this via the big kind of, I don't know, the gigantic extension lead that we built into it, and then we can do some stuff. Unfortunately, specific accreditation is also required to open the room's armoured door. The neighbouring residential area has collapsed, making the balance of this area unstable. We have spotted some emergency cryopods within the debris, though it doesn't look like there was enough time for a full evacuation. Okay, so do we look through the residential area, or do we search the labs? I think, it says there the residential area has partially collapsed, but they do have the exoskeletons to maybe help them out a bit. They're going to try to locate signs of possible survivors. I would be very surprised if we found any survivors anywhere in any of this wreckage at all. How about, search the residential area. You go and do that, please. And then if we just get time ticking on a bit, let's get this ship over here to the medical district, and then we can have a look over here. In fact, you know what? We'll pick that science up first, actually. There's 19 lovely science points sitting there. So go and grab all that stuff, please. That'd be lovely. And then once that's done, we'll have a look at what's happening there. Come on, let's get time on nice and quick. Meal cycle. Is everyone happy on the ship? How are we looking on the ship? I think we're going to fail this goal here. I think we're going to fail that goal there. We've got to treat all the injured crew in Sector 1. And there are 25 injured people left. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to heal them all in time. Maybe a couple might recover, maybe 2 or 3 possibly. But I don't think we're going to be able to get 25 people all treated in 8.5 cycles. So that might be a little bit of a hit to our trust possibly. Although trust is currently at 100% and is going up 4.8 every single cycle, which is good. So maybe that should be okay. Right, so you've collected all the stuff. Let's see what's happening in the medical district. Preliminary analysis suggests that this section of the Etemananki wreckage contains the remains of a medical care district. Okay, that will make sense. We've arrived at the site. We estimate that 2/3 of the district is missing. Wonderful. Remnants of cooling pipes have generated a haze that hangs about the debris and hides the floating corpses of the Etemananki crew. Hooray for the haze! We have identified 2 viable areas for investigation, the ruins of a research facility and an area devoted to medical care. Go to the medical bit. Given it's a medical bit of the ship, have a look at the medical district, please. let's see what we can find out with that. That could be quite handy. So yeah, 1.8 cycles for that, 1.8 for that. So they're going to finish pretty much at the same time. The Tiqqun death toll now stands at over 100 under the current administration. Sorry, everybody, but it's not easy. We're trying to survive out here in space. It's not like we've nipped down to the shop or anything. We're out here in space with nothing, so we're trying our best. I do apologise. Okay, how are we looking over here? Have we got the two... hang on. Where's the other... Haven't got two mining ships. Oh, that's set to mine ice, but there isn't any. Okay, for now then, maybe get out there and just mine some silicon as a low priority thing. So get out there, mine some silicon, because we could do with some more electronics, I think. Because I think we might have to... Oh, hang on. The Pro completed its scan. There we go. Ice. Okay, ice is also good. We'll go and get some ice as well, because ice equals food, and food equals alive people, and that's a good thing. Right, so I think what we might need to do as well, our power is very precarious right now. I think, with the hull looking pretty good, I think let's put another solar panel on board. 225 polymers and 4 electronics. Okay, that could take quite a long time to do, but I think it's an important thing. That's 52 power from that, though. Let's put it onto solar panel set 1. Yeah, that's quite a big job. We haven't got that many polymers. I'm a little bit concerned that we're not going to repair the hull whilst we're doing all that kind of stuff. Hang on. How many polymers can we store on board the ship? So we've got 90, so there's 13 in this bit. There's 24 in that bit. There's 60 in that bit. So we can store 300 on board the station. Okay, maybe we leave it a while, and then the thing over here can just churn its way through the carbon and turn it into polymers. And then when we have enough around the station, then we'll go and do some building. Hang on. Maybe, given we have quite a lot of polymers, maybe we should say, okay, each sector should have 60 polymers in it. No, 70. Let's go for 70, shall we? If they're all storing polymers. I don't quite know why Sector 2 needs polymers, but whatever the case, there we go. Right, 70 polymers. 74, that's 210. Okay, hang on. Sector 3, store all the polymers, and then anything else can go elsewhere. I think that might be quite good. Okay, so let's do that. Look, that'll do. We'll set that up like that. Right, have we looked at things over here? Not quite yet. But look, we are picking up more resources now. The fleet are back out doing various bits and bobs. The new Etemananki mining ship is heading over there to get some ice. Right, here we go. Who's going to finish first? Right, the R&D bit finished first. Most of what remains of the residential area is just shapeless metal. Children appear to have been locked in housing structures, while adults turn to improvised weaponry in a fight against an unknown aggressor. This just gets bleaker and bleaker. But bodies the team came across had either been crushed by debris or sliced by cutting laser. There's a lot of cutting lasers going on. The team did find some intact cryopods and also located the quarters of the techno supervisor for the area. Higher in rank, their dwelling was of a much larger size and filled with unknown technology. Their security key has been recovered. Okay, that sounds like a good thing. If we have their security key, we can use that and the great big kind of extension lead probe thingamajig on board the Tiqqun to power something up and maybe get a load of research. That would be quite good. So we've got 188 cryopods. We do need to grab those. And then 20 science as well. Very welcome. Okay, search the labs. That's okay. Now, is anybody picking up cryopods? There's 400 cryopods out there. Are there? 400 to collect. Have I not switched something off over here? I don't want you flying out into the middle of nowhere. Thank you very much. There's nothing over there. Avoid that anyway. Avoid the command center. Don't go to the command center because it will be bad. I don't think there's 400 cryopods over there. There's some just there. Are there 400? Is there anything else lying around? Have I missed one of these things? I don't think I've missed one of these to turn them off. We can't sort of drag select them all. I'm a little bit concerned that if we do say go and pick up some cryopods, they're going to fly over here into the storm and then kill themselves, which would be bad. We don't want you to do that. But I don't think there are 400 cryopods. Unless that just counts. I thought that discounted ones that we've said avoid. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Well, I think there's more than 400 out there. There's 168 there. There's 188 there, so that's 350-ish. There's 439 just there. Okay, hang on, that's a bit strange then. 400. Oh, I thought it didn't say that many. It didn't say that many, did it? Or were there some there before anyway? Maybe there were some already there. Okay, no, it's all fine. Stand down. Sector 2. You can go and have those, please. Cryopods can go to Sector 2. And Sector 1, you can also pick up some cryopods, because they can be moved over to Sector 2 eventually. Okay, so that's that sorted. Medical district, what happened over here? Another 270 people. The district is in ruins. The Oxford team had to stop several times during their investigation to clear away debris. Violent clashes appear to have taken place across the district. It seems that even before the attack, the medical capacity of the Etemananki was oversubscribed. Recovered data suggests that congestion in the ship's care centres worsened over time. The team was able to recover a number of intact emergency cryopods. Okay, so another 270 people over there. Right, you have a look at the research facility, please. That could be handy. And you lot just keep gathering stuff. That ship is moving very slowly. We lost our fancy tier 3 mining ship, didn't we? Which moves nice and quick. Never mind. Right, how are we doing over here? We're still doing the train station research. It's quite slow to get that done. Can we speed up research at all? Is there a thing that allows us to speed that up now? It might be worth doing. Yeah, personal computer. Research speed increased by 20%. Although, do you really need that? We could just be patient. It's not like we're going anywhere else, is it? It's not like we've got to nip off somewhere. Mining ships. They mine 10% faster, and they can potentially survive dangerous weather conditions. That would be useful as well. Okay, do you know what we'll do? We'll queue up the mining faster thing, and then we'll get that as well. Because I think we have plenty of science points left. Got loads of science points, so let's get the train station stuff sorted. So get that done, and boop. Okay, and then queue up the mining ships mining a bit faster. That could be quite handy as well, just to speed things along whilst we're out there in space. Okay, train stations. Oh, hang on, they've retrieved all the science from a thing. They've got all the science. Oh, they're both done. They're both done. Right, hang on. You two, wait there. Sciencey folks, hold fire a second. We've got trains to play with. Right. How do we do this? Oh, Sector 2 has homeless people. Sector 2 no longer has homeless people. Hooray. What's the housing capacity of Sector 2? 581 and 588 is the capacity. Okay, there's quite a lot of people in Sector 2. How about we move... let's move, I don't know, move any crew from Sector 2 to Sector 3. Move 20 people over. Just shuffle, a few people over, and maybe put 20 people into Sector 1 as well. Do the same sort of thing. Move them out of Sector 2 to the adjacent sectors. Okay, how do the train things work? How do we build these? I think it was in here, wasn't it? Where are the train things? Ah, there we go. Right, so the train stations speed up crew transfer between sectors. That would come in handy had we waited. Okay, also allows for the expansion of some buildings' influence to all sectors. Okay. So if you have a building that's affecting one sector and the train station will allow it to spread further, that could be quite handy. However, it costs 50 alloys and 3 electronics, although we're okay for electronics right now. Electronics are not looking too bad at all. So I think let's get it done in Sector 1. Got loads of iron going on. Let's get it going on in Sector 1. So we'll do that. Okay. And in Sector 2? And in Sector 3? Is that how it works? Right, you have to build them in each sector. Okay. That's going to hit our alloys hard, but we're okay. The hull is looking pretty good. Plenty of iron. We've got more to pick up. Over here, look. So they're mining iron. I think there's a load of it, isn't there? There's loads of it. 791 iron to mine over there. Also, probe. Let's get another probe out. Is there anything right next to us? Is there anything super close by? There's some ice, but that's in the Doomstorm. I think the Doomstorm is going to move out of the way eventually when we complete these things. But let's send a probe out. Ooh, okay. That's useful. Iron, carbon, ice. Yes, please. And that's very nearby. Let's go to the medical district first, shall we? The facility has been constructed from more resilient materials and alloys than other parts of the ship. Most of its outer structure remains. A lot of the internal hardware does seem to have been laser cut and ripped out. Our team was able to extract some information from the few remaining data consoles. A sealed stasis box was discovered containing what can only be described as a test subject. Having reviewed associated research reports, the team believe that the experiment used ashtangite technology, the ashtangites again, and genetic material taken from charred leaves. Subject ZY6073, catchy, as named on the outside of the stasis box, appears to be alive but dormant. Oh, hang on, there's an alive person. A genetically altered alive person? Okay. So they're the size of an adult male and are currently dormant. They propose transferring them to a cryopod and bringing them back on board the Tiqqun for further study. Do you know what? Yes, I think that sounds like a good idea. And then over here to the R&D thing, there's 820 cryopods. The labs were severely damaged by the Etemananki's depressurization. Most equipment has either been destroyed or is missing. The team found clear traces of laser cutting yet again. Floors and walls have been ripped open. The R&D district was a secure area, studying not only space-related phenomena, but also technologies considered forbidden by the UN. They were researching slightly dubious, sketchy stuff. Recover Research reports mentions Dolos, BMS, the people, the Black Market Society folks, I think, and ashtangite invention being studied. Okay, so the UN are looking at all the different research things of their sort of, quotes, enemies, close quotes. Okay, so 50 science, 820 frosty people. Good grief. Right, okay, yes, we can open that room because the Tiqqun is here. So we can use the big kind of probe thingamajig to open that room. Yeah, okay, might as well do that. Let's get that done, please. That sounds like a good plan. That won't take that long at all. How are we doing with the train stations? They've got to be loaded up with many, many, many materials. That's okay, we'll get there in the end. Is that thing working? Yeah, that is working, so we are thawing out quite a lot of people. It's going to take a long time to get to 2,000 people, isn't it? It's going to take a very long time indeed. What do we need to unlock Sector 4? So override locks of Sector 4. So yeah, it's alloys, electronics, tiny bit of food and some people. Is it worth opening Sector 4 right now? Just get that done. We can gather all the resources from in Sector 4 and then we can just, put some housing in there and then get some more food stuff in there. That could be quite a good idea. Did we get the, we haven't got that done yet. The algae farms. Let's queue that up. Let's queue that up behind the mining ship stuff. That'd be handy. That would be useful. Okay, so we'll have that, please. Ooh. What was that? Sector 1 is now specialised in space rank 2? Why? Why is it specialised in space rank 2? This is exciting. Docking bays load and unload resources 30% faster. Hull repair is 10% more efficient. Hurrah! Probes and ships are assembled 30% faster. Hull repair is 20% more efficient. Oh, that is absolutely fabulous. I'm not quite sure why. Is it because... Oh! Is it because the little train things are in? That is brilliant. Look, we've got little train things. Okay, that's going to make life a bit easier moving things around between the sectors. I think Sector 3 has got the trains in. Sector 2, not quite there just yet. There are no alloys in Sector 2. Okay, you'll get there eventually, Sector 2. It's okay. There's no rush on this. It's fine. And we've got a new building. A medium stockpile. Okay. Do we start maybe thinking about sorting out our stockpiles a little bit? Because they are a bit of a mess. I mean, Sector 1 is entirely a great big mess. Sector 1 is terrible. It's all over the place. But, I mean, could we possibly take out... We don't want to take the alloys out quite yet, do we? But what if we put, say... If we put a stockpile... I mean, there's some room over there. We did take out the thing over here to make them all jolly, didn't we? We took out their sort of memorial thing. We have got big stockpiles. So is it worth putting those in? Have we got big batteries yet? No, tier 1 batteries still. How big are they? They look to be double the size. Are they double the size of the other ones? I think they might be... I think they're pretty much bang on. Hang on, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, they're exactly the same size as 2 small stockpiles. But whereas they store 240 units side by side, that stores 360. Okay, so you get more out of these. Right. Okay. So what could we possibly move over? We need the food. Got some polymers there. There's some iron just there. I mean, could we potentially take that down, optimize quarter? Could we remove that and then hold fire on the iron for a bit? So remove that. We'd have to repurpose one of these to put the iron in it, and then make a big one for iron, and then that's not going to get clogged up in there. And then, but then iron, no, we don't bring that much iron back here, really, do we? Really, it's the alloys. We need a great big storage thing for alloys. That'd be more useful. Okay, I don't quite know how we're going to do that yet. The big storages are very, very handy, but it's a bit of a faff having to kind of rejig everything that we've already got in place. That's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Also, ice is looking a little bit low. Not overly happy with the amount of ice we have going on right now. Possibly could do with some more. I think, yeah, you're mining some more. Are we grabbing some? Yeah, okay, so I think you're mining it, and the Neshmet is going to grab the ice. Do you know what? Lower your priorities on grabbing the frosty people, Neshmet. The ice is more important, please. Get some lovely ice so we can have water, so we can then, grow food, and that's going to be good. Right. Depressurized R&D district. Scattered files on the floor of the security room contain warnings about the prohibited nature of what was stored in the area beyond. Oh, look, there's the big retractable pole extension lead thing. Behind a further door, a long chamber was filled with occupied Dolos cryopods. Hang on, what? Why have they got our cryopods? That's a bit weird. Numerous data disks full of scientific information were also discovered. These finds are of incredible value. So, there's 150 alloys on there, which is quite nice, and 1 electronics, and an Orn-8 PA upgrade unlocked for the tech lab. Okay, leave the wreckage. Now, this is going to be interesting. When we do this, is the storm going to move a bit? Yes, it is. Okay, so confirmed. When we complete these things, the storm kind of clears off, and it's going over in that direction, which is wonderful. Hopefully, it'll just go away entirely, and we can have free reign of this sector over here. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Okay. That's good. So I think, hang on, if we've got 150 alloys and 1 electronics, Sector 2 needs that. Sector 2 needs ice as well. Sector 2 does need ice. Okay, how about we bring all that back to Sector 1? So Sector 1, don't worry about frozen people for now, or iron. Bring back that and that, please. Bring back the alloys, bring back the electronics. That's going to be really handy. Okay, and then Faraday, you can move to the next. In fact, you know what, Faraday, you go to the, what's that, destroyed docking bay. You head out over there, and then the medical district. Oh, botherations. Okay. Right. Wonderful. This could be bad. This could be bad. Showing no signs of lethargy, ZY6073 leaped onto the team as they opened the stasis box. Following a drop in comms connection, the team's vital signs began to change. Reviewing mission data, Eden postulates a form of assimilation has taken place. ZY6073 appears to have put on one of the team's suits and boarded the Oxford. Inputted flight path data suggests a planned return to the Tiqqun, and all of our crew members on board that science ship have been killed. Oh, good. This is going to be fine. We do not let that ship return, I don't think. So, spoofing access point. We will welcome ZY6073 on board, providing further opportunities for study, or blow up the ship. No risk should be taken with such an abomination. It did just kill our people. But for all we know, maybe the loss of crew vital signs, maybe they've kind of evolved into, I mean, that picture doesn't look good, does it? I'm kind of thinking, yeah, maybe they've evolved into some sort of, superhuman or something. Maybe they've changed into a different form of being, which means they don't, they don't have the right vital signs. The kit can't pick it up. But, I'm not entirely convinced. There's kind of a stronger argument to say, no, don't let them back on board. But there is a little bit of a thing that says, you know what? Let's see what we can do. It can't go through 1,463 people. So yeah, we'll be able to stop it at some point if it does cause trouble. But then do we just blow the ship up and just go, do you know what, that's rid us of that problem. Now I don't know what I'm dithering between the two. Do you know what, I don't think it's worth the risk. I don't think it's worth the risk at all. If it is some sort of amazing super creature, some sort of evolved human or whatever, then why did it kill our people? And why didn't it just go, hello, hi, I'm a superhuman, how are you guys? Hey, it's lovely to see some people, how are you doing? Why didn't they just do that instead of murder everybody, nick a ship and fly toward us? I think we have to blow the Oxford up. I don't know how we do it. How do we destroy the Oxford? Have we got some sort of remote detonating charge on it or something? I don't know, but I think we have to take the Oxford down. I think if that were to get on board, I think we could probably overthrow it eventually. It might kill quite a lot of people, but I think we would be able to, stop its attack eventually. But I don't want to lose loads of people. We've taken a long time to get to about 1,500 people. We don't want that thing to come in and butcher an entire sector of people or whatever. So I think we have to destroy the Oxford. The Oxford on its its first trip out, its second job, is going to be destroyed. And boom, we have destroyed the Oxford. Botherations. Okay, right, there we go. Hang on. Firstly, let's go and send out another probe. Here we go. And we've got a bit of room over here now, look. Oh, hang on. There's a point. Hang on. A point of interest is somewhere around here. There. There's a point of interest there. Fly over there, probe, and see what's happening. Right. And yeah, the medical district is now complete. We do need, however, another science ship. Yay! Let's go back over to here. Where was that one based? That was based over in, what's that? Sector 1. Okay, right. Get us another science ship, please. Yeah, build one of those. The Erlenmeyer. Okay, that's good. That's good. The Erlenmeyer. Like the Erlenmeyer flask in the X-Files. Right, okay. So, get that done. Probe can head out there, build in his science ship, get more people on it. They can go down to the Habitation sector wreckage. And yeah, all that didn't go well. Hang on. We got a new... What was the new research thing we got? Was it for... the Tech Lab. It was for the Tech Lab. That thing there. Orn 8PA. The research cost for upgrades is reduced by 10%. Good grief. Okay. Yes. We'd like that, please. Hang on. Yeah, run time on. Complete that research there. Get that done. And then before we go into the algae farm, yeah, that can be first, please. So that's for upgrades. So the algae farm won't be any cheaper, but any upgrades will be. So get that done first. That's huge. 10% off. The amount of research we can get done with all that is amazing. That's wonderful. Okay, so back we go over here then. We got all the science from there and there. So yeah, now we need to grab, what's that, 31, 21, and then the new ship can hopefully reveal some things over here in the habitation sector. But yeah, we've got to crew it up first as well. So the ship will appear, then we've got to train the scientist folks up, and then eventually we can send it back out. But okay, we've arrived at the destroyed docking bay. Let's see what's happening here. Hopefully there's no kind of, genetically engineered humanoid monstrosities hopping on board ships to come and murder us. The information we found in the Etemananki's command centre has allowed us to locate its docking bay. We have arrived on site. This part of the Etemananki is a real piece of Swiss cheese. Paradoxically, there is little debris surrounding it. After a rapid survey, we have identified 2 areas of interest, a still accessible docking port and a communications area. Okay, I mean, the communications area one is at the top. Go and do that one first. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Right, get time ticking on. Let's see if we can get a new science ship put together. Okay, Sector 2 still doesn't have the train set up quite yet. Why is that? There's no alloys over here in Sector 2. Why is that the case? What is happening there? So alloys in Sector 2. Well, you said always have 0. Yeah, maybe when we were having a bit of a problem with things. Hang on. Put 30 in. So always make sure that Sector 2 has 30 alloys in it, please. So pour them in, and as they're used to do the building work, obviously they'll top them back up again. So here we go. This could be quite good. Right, they're building it, look. It's going in nice and quick. 30 have already gone in. So do they move it over? Do they move goods over via the train thing as well? Or is that just the people moving about? They're already building the train thing. That's very good. That's wonderful. Do we open up Sector 4 now? Do we open up Sector 4? I think it might be worth doing. We can tick that off there, and then we can move a lot of people over into Sector 4, and Sector 4 can be another food thing. It can have more sort of food stuff going on. I think that could be quite handy. And then, yes, we have to build enough batteries as well. So we've got backup power for 5 cycles. So we might possibly need to investigate some battery technology as well. But, okay, at least our new tech stuff is going to be a bit cheaper in terms of upgrades. That's quite good. Okay, all the science is coming from the destroyed docking bay. I think, because we're quite good at repairing the hull now, let's override the locks for Sector 4. Let's get that done, please. There we go. So Sector 4, you need to come online, please. And, oh, hang on a minute. We need some silicon. Can we get a probe out there to find some more silicon? Oh, hang on. Hang on. There's silicon there to be mined. 108 silicon. But we're concentrating on everything else at the minute. Do you know what? That's probably okay. The mecha is on iron. We need that, of course. Carbon, we've got quite a lot of that. Silicon is low priority at the minute. Do you know what? Change that to sort of medium priority. That can be high. Mecha, go and grab some silicon so we can then start making electronics. There's not much out there to grab, is there? There's not much going on. Right, okay, back over here. Destroyed docking bay. The communications room is a theatre of atrocities. Oh, this is just terrible. This is like the worst place to be in the entire universe. Frozen, severed body parts float everywhere in a grisly spectacle. Okay, I don't like this. I'm not enjoying this trip to the theatre. Can we get to the interval so I can have some ice cream, please? The team found that Etemananki had implemented a system of non-computerized communication in the battle. The UN crew had discovered that the messages they were sending and receiving via devices and hardware in this area were being tampered with. Oh, okay, so they sort of went back to what sort of regular radios, like walkie-talkie type stuff. This falsification of information caused a cascading series of accidents and prompted the move to a new comm system. Something was hacking or mimicking the Etemananki's communication protocols perfectly. Right, 20 science. Let's investigate the intact docking port then, please. So get that looked at as well, and we shall just run time on. Yeah, we need to get a science ship over there. We've figured out there's a planet over there, which is good. Can we get another probe in? Can we get another probe sorted? And then we could go looking for other bits and bobs, some more silicon perhaps, some more useful stuff around the place. Why are the probes being made very slowly? What's happening there? The probe launcher should be... Oh, hang on. It's not got enough polymer. Really? We have 144 polymer on the station. Hang on, what have I done with the... That's the wrong button. What have I done with the polymer setup? I've clearly done that a bit wonkaloids, haven't I? Polymer. Oh, hang on. No, that's nonsense. Sector 3 doesn't need all the polymer. No, split it evenly. You can have 60. Sector 2 doesn't need much polymer. Bring that down. You can have, I don't know, 30. You can have 25. You don't need much polymer. You can have 50. Sector 1 needs most of it because we need to build solar panels. So yeah, do that, please. Yeah, I did that entirely wrong. That's why we can't make any probes, because we haven't got any polymers to make them. Okay, that would make sense. Crikey. Oh, hang on. Event thing over here. Administrator. Among the items recovered from the Orn 8 security room was a prototype supercomputer based on PA architecture. It could be integrated into our tech lab computer systems. Stanford protocols do discourage the use of externally sourced lab equipment. Okay, so launch the PA to assist with our research. Using UN technology is out of the question. Okay, we have just... Hang on a minute. On that pitch there's a big red warning thing. Am I supposed to look at this picture and assume that a terrible thing is going to happen? I don't want terrible things to happen. I want us all to have afternoon tea and a lovely nap. Okay, right. We can either choose to use it or say no. We have just read about the fact that the communications on board the Etemananki were kind of hijacked or like changed or whatever. Could this PA have done that? But then I think, surely we can just unplug it. If it's a prototype supercomputer, we plug it in, and then if it goes evil and starts cackling, then we just unplug it, just pull the plug out, and then we just go, whoa, and then just switch off. So, do you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. It won't care who we are. It won't be bothered. Let's use that. Okay, so we have now got the upgrade. Oh, I see. Oh, it's because I said no, and that wouldn't work, I assume. Okay, no, we've got the thing. That's fine. Okay, good. This is all good. This is all good. And, okay, they're picking up some science over there. That's very welcome. Do you know what? You might as well finish doing that, look. Grab the final bits of science. Oh, look! We can get to these things again now. Hang on a minute, hang on. We've got more things to collect. We have more things that we can go and mine and grab and such, like reactor wreckage. We can go back there. There's a big pile of ice over there. That's wonderful. And there's a huge amount of iron over here. 115 there, 126 there, 27 there. Okay, right. The storm is drifting away. We can now get back over there a little bit. Wonderful. Right, destroy docking bay. So the final thing is it. This is the Faraday team. We are stationed by the docking port. It has accumulated a huge mass of debris at the bottom of it. Broken vessels, corpses, damaged cryopods, all have been frozen into a horrible amalgam. Ships have entered the port too quickly, crashing inside while attempting to flee. The docking bay came under heavy projectile fire, which tore open the hull and breached the protective plating of the Etemananki. We have discovered an intact, unexploded BMS missile embedded in the wreckage. We should investigate this further. Is that sensible? Is it sensible to investigate an unexploded missile? I mean, they have said yes. They said we should investigate it further. 35 science. Okay. Initiate a controlled detonation of the missile. Defuse the missile. Transport the missile. The Faraday's team will cautiously remove the missile from the bulkhead, bringing it back to the Tiqqun. That sounds like a completely idiotic thing to do. Hey everybody on the ship that we're all clinging to for survival, here's an unexploded missile. We're going to have a poke at it and see what happens. It's going to explode. I don't think we should explode it. Can we defuse it? Yeah. Attempt to defuse the missile so they can bring it back safely to the Faraday for analysis. Yeah, let's do that. Let us try to defuse this great big missile and we'll see what's happening. Oh dear, I suspect bad things are going to happen. Okay, yeah, there's loads of stuff to mine. There's some ice over there. Right, hang on. Can we store ice in Sector 3? Have we got ice storage? Did we build some? Yes, we have. Do you know what? So, fleet. Sector 3 aren't doing much right now. All the ships are doing nothing at all. That can go and grab some ice. Pelican, you can also grab some ice. And have we got frozen people storage here as well? Could we bring some frozen people back? I don't think we have frozen person storage over in Sector 3. I don't think we'd have got ice. That's okay. Plenty of carbon going on. The silicon vats are empty right now, which is a bit of a shame. Would that be... Hang on, there's 2 of them. Would that be a good candidate to replace with one of the new storage things? If there's none coming in, they can just pile it up in there. Oh, the docking bay is full of iron. Right. Okay, and there's 120 iron there. Okay. Maybe we should possibly build one of the new iron storage thingamabobs. Hang on, where are we? So a stockpile, a medium stockpile, that could go... If we put it there, though, it's going to stop other things being built. This is a bit of a silly arrangement of things. That's not ideal, let's be honest. If we put that there, look, there's going to be a space in the middle, which is going to be no use at all. So we could put one there, but then we can't put one there because they're accessed via the side. Oh, we've made a bit of a bodge of this. The sectors are awful. They're very poorly designed. Okay, what I might need to do is... That's an optimised quarter. That's an optimised quarter. Right, what we'll do is... We'll put that thing just there. And that can store iron. Lovely, lovely iron. Then we get a road set up across the middle there. Okay, that's fine. And then I think we start replacing these down here. Oh, we've unlocked the 4th sector. Sector 4 is unlocked. Hello, Sector 4. How are you? Oh, dearie me. The hull is looking a bit fragile. There's loads of things in there. Okay, we'll go and sort that out in a bit. We'll sort that out shortly. We're not so bothered about that. It was just to tick that thing off up there. But there we go. That's done. Yeah, we do need to possibly look at getting some more food. Food is looking a little bit flaky. And, right. Oh, no. Okay. Here we go. Hang on. Is that done? Is that complete? Yes, it is. Okay, so they're loading that up with a lot of iron. That's all going to come from there and pour into this thing. Can we... They're taking it out of here as well. Maybe that's why stuff's been stopping over here, because they can't unload anything because it's full of iron. So hopefully that will help quite a bit. Hopefully that'll help. Sector 4. Oh! Yes, we sent some people over, didn't we? Okay, we can't ignore Sector 4. we have to go and do the stuff with Sector 4. Right, build a big road thing down there, and we'll have a workshop. Just put that there because it magically appears, and a free stockpile as well to go just there. And the stockpile can store alloys. And we just need to build a great big road network that connects all this stuff together, and they can go and pick up all the supplies and chuck them into that storage there. Okay, I'll go and do that. We'll just put on a sort of wonky road network. There we go, the road network is in, and I think it's connected to every single little kind of resource pile, and BuildyBot is already out there building roads. That's very good. It's connected to the stockpile, so now we can say, yes, please go and sort all this out. That will be wonderful. So grab all these kind of things, just take all the stuff back to the stockpile, thank you very much. And as they go round, they're going to unlock more stuff. They're flying through this. Look at this, they're getting rid of this stuff very quickly indeed. Okay, right, hang on. Back out we go over here. Right, did we defuse the bomb? Or do we need to go and build yet another science ship? We haven't built the other one yet, have we? We have managed to defuse the missile. Hooray! The technology contained within is not only more advanced than aboard the Tiqqun or even the Etemananki, but is of a structure and logic belonging to a completely different scientific paradigm. Okay, so that's completely blown our minds, has it? We have transmitted data and schematics to the Tiqqun Tech Lab for further analysis. So 15 science and a new event called I Missile You. Okay, so leave that wreckage. The storm will move away a bit more, will it? Yes. Okay, we can get back to Crook P42, which is good. Okay, so what's the new event thing? What was the new event that we have to do? So I pick up all that science. Was it a new research thing? Was it some sort of missile that we're supposed to unlock? What was the new event? It said, new event unlocked. I missile you. Maybe we need to take the missile back to the Tiqqun? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what we do with that. But we'll let them pick up all that science. That's good. So now it's all done. Right, Faraday, head over to there then. Head over to the Habitation sector wreckage, because we haven't been able to build a new science ship yet to get that done. Not quite sure why. Why didn't we get a new science ship put together? Because we asked you to do it quite a long time ago. It needs 25 polymers. Oh, that would be why. Because we messed up the whole polymer thing, didn't we? Are we still moving polymers in? There's 0 over in this sector. What have I done with polymers? We should be moving loads in. I assume they're going straight back out, are they, possibly? I don't know. Okay, Sector 2 is also gathering quite a few homeless people. That's never a good thing. And in Sector 4, hang on. Just grab those final bits. Oh, why can't you pick... Ah, that's electronics. Ah, botherations. Right, okay. So we have got a few stockpiles left to gather over here. So if we could just grab the final bits, that'll mean that we can build a few bits and bobs. Got all the science from the Habitation sector wreckage. We're not researching anything right now. So maybe we could look at doing some more researchy stuff. Okay, what would help? I mean, batteries. Tier 2 batteries would be quite useful. That's one of our goals. So I think let's research Tier 2 batteries. 32 now. That would have been, what, 35 or 40 or something? That's really good. And then charging speed increased. Not so bothered about that. Okay, so that's one bit of research. What other bit of research would help out as well? Oh, that's quite a good bit of research. Over in the mess hall, Stellar Cuisine. It's got a wonderful name. One food can feed 50% more crew members per meal. So if we get that, that takes the pressure off of food. We're not so pressured into having food all the time because one bit of food goes significantly further. Oh, okay, so what do we need for that? Intelligent design over at the crop farm. Okay, so can we get that? Yes, we can. Food production speed increased by 20%, which is a good thing. So yeah, we'll queue that up. Do the algae farms have upgrades? They need various other things to be upgraded. So something at the mushroom wall and... Oh, yeah, so the mushroom wall and then that. Okay, right, that's fine. I like this, though. I like the fact that we are picking up quite a lot of lovely tech things and then, lovely science points, and then we're able to invest them into lovely new tech. I quite like that. It feels like we're sort of progressing quite nicely. Now we've got through the terrifying doomstorm, it's all looking pretty good. Right, that's full. That thing is completely full. So I think maybe down in this corner here, we build some housing. Let's get some housing down in the corner, because I think in this sector, this is going to be kind of food And we're going to put a lot of people into this sector if we can. So we have loads of algae farms and lots of houses. That could be what we do. So I think, yeah, that could be quite handy. So I don't know, have food on one side and housing on the other or whatever. But I think, yeah, let's get some housing in. I'm thinking put housing down here maybe. And we'll go for the fancy housing. Maintenance and food. Oh, we need the mess hall in. Of course we do. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. How big are these? How big are those to build? If we go to population, go to the demotic quarters. So they are, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. Okay. So if we go down here, that's 4. I think it is 4. Yeah. Okay, so that'd be 5, that'd be 6. So the road needs to come down a couple of squares. I like that look. So if we then go like that, so 1, 2, 3, so that could fit 2 of those demotic quarter buildings down here, and that's a lot of housing there. So get rid of those 2 like that. Okay, that's good. And then we can get rid of that road because we don't need that road there. Because where we're going, we don't need roads like that one because it was in the way. Right, there we go. Like that. Then we need to put the mess hall in. And that could go, say... That could go there, look. That could go just there. That'd be okay. So pop that in. And now... I don't know, what have we got? We've got another stop. Oh, that could store the... Right, that could store the electronics temporarily. Okay, this is fun. This is fun. Right, get rid of that road. That's all good. Put that in. That could store... Oh, that's storing food. Okay, that also does make sense. That makes sense as well. And now we can build stuff. Okay, right. So get down to here. Put a demotic quarter just there, please. So housing will be sorted. They can eat food. Plenty of alloys. But yeah, it's the electronics that might possibly be the issue with this. So what we could do is... We do need to store the electronics somewhere. Where can they go temporarily? I want to get these in really over here. But okay, we'll have a small stockpile. Do you know what? For now, we'll just put it there and put electronics in it. And that's fine. So we can pick the electronics up from wherever it is. Over there, look. 10 electronics in there. That's quite a lot as well. That's very good. And we do need to get a medical centre thingamajig in as well. Hang on. Population. Get an infirmary. Do you know what? Let's put it there. Put it in the middle of the houses down in this corner. That's absolutely fine. That will do as well. Right, so get the house built. Get that storage built. Hang on, prioritise that, please. We need to build this to get the electronics in so we can then build this house. That would be useful. But I think, yeah, we've got plenty of alloys left to come in. Loads more to come in. So, okay, right. Sector 4. Lovely. Oh, that's a nice blue. Not quite Geek of a corporate blue, but it looks quite nice. Yeah, there we go. It's looking good. It's looking good. Right, I think... Did we just... Oh, hang on. We now have enough data to analyse Piranesi missile technology. Oh, it's from the Piranesi. Ah, okay. The associated research project can be launched in the tech lab. With this, we should be able to set up countermeasures to protect ourselves from Piranesi weaponry. Okay, right. That sounds like a good thing that we should get done sooner rather than later, I would have thought. Okay, get that building set up, and then we'll move some people from Sector 2, that's not Sector 2, Sector 2 over there, all the way into Sector 4. Okay, there we go, new residents set up in Sector 4. They've already got an event over it. Administrator, we have been in the Theta Crucis system for too long. The crew is starting to doubt that we'll ever find Remus, the home they were promised, and Dead Earth sickness is rapidly becoming endemic in the Tiqqun. Okay, right, stability comes down a bit, trust will come down a tiny bit. I think they're still quite happy over here in Sector 4 at the moment, even though they don't have any of the sort of, the happiness boosting things. That will change, of course. So get another demotic quarter building in. So get another residence in. Have we got enough alloys to get that sorted? I don't think we have. So what we might need to do is, we might need, hang on, how many can we get in? Intelligent design has been unlocked. Okay, so where is... oh no, intelligent design, hang on, pause time. Intelligent design was, what was that? That was something over, there we go. Intelligent design was something, which now means that we can have stellar cuisine. So get that researched, because that's going to be good. And then where's that missile thing? Ah, the Piranesi up there. Okay, so hacking threat analysis, missile threat analysis. Okay, cue that up as well, because that seems important. I suspect maybe at some point the Piranesi is going to appear and go boo and try to attack us. So if we can fend the Piranesi off, that would be quite useful. Okay, right, this is good. How are things going back out here? Still haven't got a probe set up just yet. What have I done with the polymers? I've clearly messed up with the polymers because there are none over here. Hang on, let me go and see if I can figure out why we're not getting polymers over here. Because 120 on the station. Can we please move some polymers over? Oh, they're still being moved, apparently. They're going from Sector 3 to Sector 1, but they're kind of wibbling around in Sector 3. I'm not quite sure what the problem is there. Why is it going wibbly in Sector 3? Sector 3, polymers. Oh, send to wall. Maybe we need to do that. Just please make the polymers go away. There's some weird stuff going on there. Weird flickery things happening. Why are they not moving them? They're not moving them over. They're acquiring them. Okay, put it down to, say, 50. Are you going to move them over? 95, 100, 95, 100. They're not moving the polymers over. And I'm not entirely sure why. Sector 3, why are you being so selfish with your polymers? There's 120 of them. No, that's carbon. Hang on, where are the polymers? There's 95 of them just there. And you need to move them somewhere else. I don't quite know why you're not moving them. Okay, I think that place is now out of alloys as well. Okay, so Sector 4, out of alloys. So we need to make sure, in terms of alloys, Sector 4 always has at least, I don't know, 30 of them. That could be okay. We'll just top that back up. So, yeah, there we go. That's good. Sector 3, maybe keep 30 polymers on board as well. But Sector 1 needs most because they do the hull repair. Hull integrity, not enough alloy for repairs. Something weird is going on with Sector 3, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. Why is Sector 3 not doing anything? Stellar Cuisine is unlocked, so our food is going to go a lot further, which is good. But why is Sector 3 not exporting stuff anymore? What is happening to Sector 3? Why is it going a bit weird? Okay, so Sector 3 was going a little bit weird. I suspect it had bugged out somehow, so I saved the game and then reloaded it, and now everything is fine. I did drop the amount of polymers required for Sector 1 down a little bit, but they are now moving them over, so I don't quite know what was going on there. I think maybe it had just bugged out slightly. However, I hadn't taken into account our power things because now we've overloaded the battery and Sector 4 has gone a little bit dark, which isn't very good at all. However, I think we can possibly sort that out by turning off one of these storage things here. So turn that off. That means the power can all come back on again, which is wonderful. However, yes, we're now critically short on power. We've got 2 power spare and we can't build anything else in Sector 4 or indeed anywhere else on the station because we haven't got enough power. So either we now need to look at getting in the nuclear power plants that turn the hydrogen into power, or we need to get some more solar panels in place. And the solar panels, as we've seen, require... Well, there's a push battery. They require a lot of... Hang on, where is it? Just there. 225 polymers. And we don't have that many. We don't have 225. Got 117 at the moment. We are trying to churn through the carbon, I think, to make as many as we can. But I think, yeah, that's going to be a problem. So currently, power is going to have to remain at 508. And I don't know if we can build anything else over in Sector 4. But the people in Sector 4 are getting a little bit grumpy. They're getting a little bit sad. Only a tiny bit sad. But that's not great, is it? And if we move more people over, they're going to get even sadder. But Sector 2 does need to relinquish some people because it's getting a bit busy. So, hang on a minute. Hang on, how are we looking? Sector 4 has got 40 population. It can house 182 people. So how about we move 100 people from Sector 2 to Sector 3? I think that would be quite good. Also, hang on a minute. Hang on, here's the thing. Food. Food. Sector 4, yeah, let's make sure that has 100 food as well. Please have 100 food in Sector 4. Don't know if we can actually physically do that, but yeah, let's make sure there is always plenty of food over in each sector. That's what we want to happen. Okay, right, that's good. That's good. And then, yeah, let's move some people over. So from Sector 2 to Sector 4, move over 100 people. Begin the grand migration. That might take a while. Although, it possibly could be a little bit quicker because of the trains. The trains are all They're all set up. Yeah, Sector 2 trains are in now, which is good. Hull integrity is coming down. Oh, no, let's go back up again. Maybe, did we run out of alloys in Sector 1? Yeah, the transport thing's gone a bit weird. It was a bit weird with Sector 3 just not sort of, distributing anything anyway. It was a little bit odd, but there we go. Right, let's go back out here. Okay, we have a probe available, finally. Now we've got some polymers over there. Let's have a little look around. That's carbon and iron. We're okay for carbon and iron. We don't need any of that anymore. Ice is looking good. I mean, maybe, hydrogen. If we could find that, although that's a very good that's very good. Carbon, silicon, ice, not too far away. Do you know what? Go for that, please. We'll go for that. We'll run. Oh, hang on. They've had a look over here. Our sensors have identified a section of the Etemananki drifting in the Crook system. Okay, so they've arrived at the Habitation sector. Initial readings indicate that a large amount of floating debris is present in the area. We've also detected heat signatures, electromagnetic emissions, and a weak radio signal deep within the wreckage. We are currently unable to decrypt the signal. Okay, so maybe there is somebody alive in there. This is the Faraday team. We've entered the Habitation sector wreckage. Many mutilated bodies and cryopods float in the void. We have been able to pinpoint the exact area of the unusual readings. Okay, I think push deeper into the structure to reach the source of the unusual readings. We'll come back and rescue the floating cryopods later. That's fine, but I think for now, let's see what's going on with this mysterious signal. So go and do that, please. That's quite intriguing. And we've completed the missile threat analysis upgrade over here, which is good. So now that does mean if we bump into the Piranesi out there in space, they're less likely to just fire missiles at us and blow us out of the sky. So that's quite good. That's a positive thing. And now we've got no research underway and 45 science points left. Okay, so what did we need to upgrade the algae farms? What did we need? So controlled symbiosis over at the mushroom wall is then required to then proceed onto that research there. So controlled symbiosis over at the mushroom wall. Okay, that's over here. So food production speed is increased by 15%. Okay, we'll get that done. That's okay. That does leave us a little bit short of science points, but yeah, that's okay. That's okay. And because the storm has moved away, we can now go and allow all these things again. Another 119. There's so much iron. There is so much iron out there. It's just a ridiculous amount of iron. Okay, yep, this is all good. Yep, open these up as well. There's some electronics to grab and some alloys. That's very useful. There's 228 food over there. That's fantastic. Who's going to pick up the food? Who's picking up the food? Nobody is picking up that food. That's criminal. Okay. How about, oh, we haven't got any power. We haven't got any power. Okay, I was going to say, yeah, if we put a docking bay in Sector 4, we can send some stuff that way, but no, because we haven't got any power to power the docking bay. How about then, at the moment, the Neshmet can bring back the food. Bring back the food to Sector 2, please, because that would be useful. And then Sector 2 can just, distribute it out to wherever needs it. But yeah, that looks like a good sort of starting point for now to go and grab that food. Okay, that's quite good. There's a great big pile of hydrogen over there. And if we do want to get some alternative sources of power on board, we need to build the nuclear power plants or whatever they are, and they run on hydrogen. So I think maybe send the probe out there and we could go and stock up on hydrogen, possibly. So yeah, go out in that direction, please. And yeah, only half a cycle left to figure out what's going on here in the Habitation sector. So let's get that done. Let's try and clear this out of the way, shall we? So what is going on? Making progress through the metal debris that lies everywhere has been difficult. The Etemananki has been constructed from a range of extremely strong alloys. We have come to an area of fallen debris, which forms a precarious cave around us. 2 paths onward are possible. We could pass through a large section of pipe that's been laser cut. Temperature analysis of the cuts indicate they happened some time ago. Alternatively, there is a reinforced tunnel leading away from here. Its sides are covered in bullet holes. We would continue to use a drilling rig, but one of these paths will surely save us time. Oh dear. Okay, what do we do? Proceed through the laser cut piping. Okay, the laser cut hole is a perfect circle. Continue drilling. Proceed to the reinforced tunnel, or just go. I think we continue drilling. I think they're going to be traps. Bad things are going to happen. The hull's going to collapse on us. Everyone's going to die. Just keep drilling straight through toward the source of the readings, please. Just don't deviate from your course. Just carry on. Look at that. 4 cycles and we'll have an answer. And over there, huge amounts of ice, huge amounts of iron. Yes, please. Send a probe over in that direction. Oh, and we've got a new science ship. The Erlenmeyer is ready to go. Finally. Wonderful. Right, okay. Erlenmeyer, head out to Crook P51. You head over there, have a look at what's happening on that nice little green planet there. That could be quite fun. And I think they might arrive about the same time as this is going to be done. But they've got some science to pick up. And that's good, because then we can do some more research stuff. So you go there and gather science. In 0.2 cycles, we're going to see whether drilling through the middle of that thing was a mistake or not. Hang on a second. Launch probe. Oh, hang on. There's a thing of interest around here somewhere there. I imagine that's going to be another planet, but okay, go and do that. I notice we now do have a thing that says activate missile countermeasure. Do we need to build some of those? I suspect we might do. Right, okay, here we go. Habitation sector wreckage. It took time to get through the wreckage, but we have reached the area of the readings. There is a small shelter cobbled together from surrounding debris. Within it, a number of broken drones, shaped like sea creatures, float in the lack of gravity. They bear the BMS logo of the Black Market Society. This is the first time we've seen machines like these. We have transmitted schematics and data and proposed further analysis of the drones be conducted back on board the Tiqqun. Within a small recess at the back of the shelter, we found the corpse of an Etemananki soldier with a now spent breathing device. They had tried to modify one of the broken drones to produce an improvised heat source. He has been dead for several days. Oh, only days. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I thought maybe this had all happened years ago, but no, it seems recent. The weak radio signal was transmitting from their suit's emergency beacon, we presume in an attempt to contact other survivors. Okay, so 60 science, that's good. New event, Agents of Death. Oh, wonderful. That sounds lovely. Leave the ruins of the Etemananki. The storm... Oh, hang on. We're paused in time. Hang on, unpause time for a second. The storm has gone. Okay, good. The storm's drifted over there. That's not going to be a problem. The electromagnetide has passed through the Crook system and the Tiqqun is still online. Congratulations, Administrator. Thank you. It was a bit touch and go at points, wasn't it? But there we go. Right, they've arrived over there. Pick up all the science. Right, let's just... There we go. 45 science points. Let's go back to here and we'll do some science. And then I think we'll wrap things up. Okay, so what's going to be useful now? What science would be handy? To be fair, if we're collecting hydrogen to use in the nuclear power plants, we might need to unlock the secrets of how to build a nuclear power plant. So maybe get time ticking on, because the science does come in quite quick. And then when we've got 81 science, we shall start research on that. There we go, wonderful. So yeah, we'll have ourselves a nuclear power plant. Thank you very much. And I think with that done, we will wrap things up for now. We do have a few bits and bobs that we need to get sorted. We do need to start waking up more people. We need to wake up quite a lot of people. I'm thinking if we could sort out our power issues, if eventually we could possibly get some more solar panels, we could get another sort of a Cryopod thingamajig over here in Sector 4, start thawing people out in Sector 4, and then, yeah, across the top, just have loads of farms. Just have many farms across there, houses across the bottom, thaw people out over here in this corner somewhere, and then, yeah, we can just have many people living here. I think that could be quite good for Sector 4. Just provide food and people and thaw out the pods so we can meet that goal there. But yes, as well, we could do with replacing some of the older housing with the fancy newer housing so we can fit more people into all the sectors. That would be quite good as well. I mean, we could, yeah, do with getting rid of these down here. Maybe get some more farms in. That'd be good. But yeah, plenty to do. Loads to do. But yeah, we are slowly but surely revealing more secrets. I think now all we need to do in this sector is try and sort of explore it as best we can. So go to all the planets, gather quite a lot of resources, do as much building as we can. So try to get our ship really well upgraded with loads of solar panels and get fire stations in everywhere and house those 2,000 people. Food production building will get that done. Batteries are going to be key as well. I would like to get the colonization thing done, because I think that's going to be key later on. So there's plenty to do. There's loads to do. But yeah, this sector now is relatively clear, which is wonderful. Yeah, we can go and unban these things. That's a little bit on the edge, isn't it? But there's so many things over here. 336 carbon. There's 671 ice just there. 273. We're not going to get that. 239 hydrogen, bit dangerous in the exploded lands. But yeah, that's kind of it. How much is over there? 158, 138. So yeah, loads of resources around. So grab all the resources, build ourselves up as best we can, and then we'll just do what comes next. I don't know what's going to happen next. I assume at some point when we've done this, we'll figure out where we need to jump to next, and we shall carry on our journey. But yes, we'll do all that kind of stuff next time out. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in IXION. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Let's throw that at you. That might get you. That's a beautiful shot. This is an unpleasant angle, Trish. Can you just fall in the water, please? This is the best box. This is my favourite box of the game so far. Oh no. It is hurting me. It's hurting me a lot. Very interesting way of doing your medical examinations. Who's examining who?